Okay, so today we are going to get started using HTML, which is the hypertext markup language used to create our web page for Lakeland Reed Bed and Breakfast. To do this, we're going to use simple Notepad or Notepad++. So in your search box, you're going to look on your computer and find Notepad or Notepad++. Notepad++ is the one that we're going to use. I don't have it on my computer right now, so I'm just going to use Notepad. I would maximize Notepad so you can have it taking up your whole screen, and then turn to page 26. Actually, turn to page 30 in your book to get started creating the website. The first thing that we're going to need to type is a bracket and then an exclamation point, doc type HTML, which just lets people know that we are using HTML web language to create our website. Close out the brackets, hit enter, and then we are going to create a opening and closing tag for our website. An opening tag would be something like bracket HTML, and then you're going to hit enter twice to leave a space, and then a closing tag always has the slash and then HTML, but otherwise they're the same other than the closing, other than the slash. Now we want to save this file, so you're going to go to File, Save As. You're going to navigate to your Unit B folder. In the Unit B folder, we want to create a new folder. So right click, make a new folder, call that new folder Unit. Open the unit folder, and then we are going to call this index.html. For the save as type, you want to make it say all files. That's an important step. Change that to all files and hit save. Now I'm going to be going on to page 32, which is setting up the head and the body of the document. So on the blank line between the opening and closing tags, I'm going to press the space bar twice and type in the tag head. Then I'm going to press enter twice, the space bar twice, and then I'm going to press the closing tag, so it starts with a slash and then head. Then I'm going to press enter, space bar twice, and type body in a tag. Then enter twice, space bar twice, and a closing body tag. So it has to have a slash, body, and then the closing bracket. Next, in the blank line between the head tags, I'm going to type, I'm going to actually hit the space bar 4 times. And then I'm going to type bracket, meta, space, care set, equals And you can see the text I'm typing. You can also see it on your book, page 32 and 33. Need the slash, close bracket, and then press enter. And then save your work. Since we've already saved it previously, you just need to hit save and not save as. In HTML coding, every single character is important, so make sure it's set up just like that and typed in exactly like that. Okay, now we're going to start adding some text to our web page. The text that you're going to add is on page 34, so if you would like to look at figure B-6 on page 35, or look at the text that I'm typing on page 34, that might help you. So right now we're going to click in the blank line above the closing head tag. So right here. And we're going to type the title of our web page. I'm going to press the space bar 4 times again. And again, I need a designation that this is going to be my title. So I'm going to type in title, close the bracket, type in Lakeland Reed's Bed and Breakfast, and then I need a closing tag. The closing tag has to have the slash and then the word title again. That is going to create a title which we'll demonstrate for you in a second. Next, click on the blank line between the body tags, press spacebar 4 times again, and we're going to type our heading. The heading is going to have a heading 1 tag, which designates the font type. Again, we're going to type Lakeland Reed's Bed and Breakfast. You need your closing heading tag, so put the slash. I'm going to press enter and then the space bar 4 times so our tags stay lined up. This is just going to be a paragraph. A paragraph will be normal text. So to create a paragraph, I'm going to use P as my opening tag. It's going to say a country getaway, perfect for boating, biking, or just watching the day go by. And a closing paragraph tag. Press enter, and then the space bar 4 times. Another paragraph of text is going to have the company's information, including the owner, in a paragraph. You're going to type the following information, which you can also see on page 34 or 35. Hit enter. After each line, and line up the information. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times for the space bar. Enter again. Oh, 6 times rather. And since that's our last piece of text, we're going to close out the paragraph by doing a closing tag. So you put the slash, that's the end of our paragraph. Your document should look like figure B-6 or my screen. You can see page 35. Press enter. And then you're going to type your name underneath. So it's going to have an opening paragraph tag. And it should say your name, comma, HTML5, Unit B, and close the paragraph. Please actually put your name, don't type this in, I want it to be your name so I know whose work it is, and then File, Save. You're probably curious what your website looks like right now, so if you want to see what it looks like, you can navigate to the folder where we've been saving our work, which is the Unit B folder. So I'm going to go to my Unit B folder. We saved it in the Unit folder, and double click on our index. It should open it up as a website. You can see that because we made the title Lakeland Reed's Bed and Breakfast, that title shows up here. It's also our heading. That's what the H1 heading designation does. It makes it bold and larger. And then normal paragraphs show up as such. You can preview your website in Internet Explorer as well. You can preview it in Mozilla. You can preview it in Chrome. See if it looks any different in the different browsers. Okay, so let's close out of that. Should look like my example here. Now let's go back to our text pad. We're going to add a little bit more to it. Let's say we want to break up the address so it looks like this and not one long line as it did when we previewed it. So in order to do that, you are going to click at the beginning of the line that reads 45 Marshgrass Lane. At the beginning of this line, we want to put a break tag. So we're going to create a line break. So you're going to put the bracket, BR,
Get the cat and it's thundering. Where's it? Shorty outside still?
a slash.
Shh, we can't know. Okay.
We're going to close the bracket. We're going to insert another break after lane. It's just going to look like this. BR slash close the bracket. We're going to click in front of marble. Sorry, behind marble. And you're going to type BR space slash close the bracket. And then let's save. Let's go back into our index. So in the Unit B folder, open up your index. And notice how creating the line breaks adds a space after each line. So go back to your notepad, and now I am on page 40. Which allows us to look for any problems in our code and make sure that our web page is going to display as expected by our user. We're going to do what's called validating our HTML code. So let's open up Google Chrome and type in the following website, http://validator.w3.org and press enter. You can validate by file upload, which is what we're going to do. Then choose the file that is in Unit B. So navigate to where you have your Unit B folder, inside the Unit folder, and double click on your index. And then you're going to hit check. Scroll to look for any types of notes or warnings. They say consider adding a language attribute to the HTML start tag at the beginning of the document. Okay, but that was the only thing that was noted. But they say it's customary to add a language attribute. Our book doesn't have us do that, so that's okay for right now. Otherwise, our web page looks good. It looks like we have no errors. So that is all for Unit B. I'm going to close out of my website, and we're going to be continuing to create the Lakeland Reed's Bed and Breakfast in Unit C.